Hello everyone, welcome to today's video where I'm going to be covering the Peterhead protest. We are in Peterhead, just the protest has just started like a minute ago, but I thought it'd be interesting to see what's sorry, I wonder how that reflection's getting there with my glasses. Yeah, so we're in Peterhead. Very well known for its fishing industry. You only see a few of the big ships here, but this is more of its fishing industry that's more than anything else. And today there's going to be a protest. It's to, well, there's going to be a few subjects, but I know Chris from the SDP and Jamie from Homeland is going to be doing speaking events at this protest. Now the question is this just going to be a nice day, or is this going to get into nasty protests? Because in Aberdeen, every weekend, the communists and the socialists and nationalists and so on decide to go to Aberdeen to moan about the Middle East instead of moaning about Scotland or hating the UK, as per usual. But today, there's maybe a counter-protest. Now, I'm expecting this one up here to be small, because there was a protest not just the weekend before at the Aberdeen Migrant Hotel. Now, what are a few of the subjects they're talking about? I think one will be the hotel itself, or the migrant hotels, because it's starting to affect people up here now, and they don't like it too much. Move out of the way. Other things they're going to be talking about is getting rid of the low emission zones, which is now in every city in Scotland. Only 5 cities, but they've got them in town centres as well, and they're kind of making industry bad for everyone. What else do they talk about? Well, protecting the fishing industry. We know from Brexit the industry was kind of shattered in a way, and the national government, SNP, haven't really helped as much to save it. They've kind of just made sure it died and didn't really help it at all. But if they kept blaming England, it'll be fine, because I'll fix everything. Unbelievable. So I think I'm just going to go over and see what's going to happen, because I'm just hoping this is just going to be a nothing protest, and we get to watch some of them, watching the people speak, and get some people's reactions. So yeah, let's see how it goes. It's been a year since, well, it's almost been a year since I last did these protests, because last time I got assaulted, and I'm like, well, clearly we don't want that to happen again. So let's try make sure that doesn't happen again. Okay, let's go. Here we go. I should have mentioned it had to involve things about, what do you call it? So, okay, so there's the counter protest, right beside the actual protest. Interesting. Like, nice and close. But they've got their little nice fence, so it doesn't affect them.
There are either 2 parts of poor being enforced. This of fish stocks and damage to our marine ecosystem. Our fishing community deserve leadership in defending their livelihoods, protects our waters and promotes sustainable practices. Instead, Labour and SNP will allow economic and environmental damage to fester, putting Scotland's marine heritage at risk. We demand accountability and a change in direction, one that puts Scottish fishermen first, respects our fishing rights and safeguards our seas for our future generation. Thank you very much. Thank you all for coming. We're going to play music for a wee bit and then we'll get another speaker on. Thank you once again.
Well, looks nice and peaceful as it is. So they've got quite a big crowd, to be fair. Plenty of police. Speaker in the little booth thing. Whatever. Well, I don't even know what such is supposed to be, but whatever. Plenty of police. Funny enough, families, kids, so on. So subjects are protect women, protect the fishing and farming industry, anti-SNP clearly. And funny enough, the people who say they're anti-Scottish, well, I'm sorry, but they've got plenty of British flags, and even a Northern Irish flag as well. There's actually more Scottish flags than British ones, because we're not Neanderthals who don't hate English people, except for the unionists in the corner. It's weird the unionists are stuck in the shoe zone. Says a lot. Maybe. Depends if you get the joke. But interesting what we'll get with this. Hopefully it won't be too bad. It'll be nice.
Came to a vote, but I figured out who I had to vote for. And two came to budget, and I wondered how much for bag whisky and my petrol prices were going up. And now 18 months later I'm standing for election. So if I can do it,
A little
you
something.
can do it. And if you want to do it, contact me. I'll use advice. You don't need to join that party, you don't need to even like me. If you're a sensible person that wants to stand at Holyrood, talk to me. And if you can't do that, stand in local council elections. Because I tell you what we need, regardless of the colour of the rosette, regardless of your politics, we need people in these places that are sensible people, normal people like us, not like them. So I would encourage anybody with a desire to just go and do it. I'm no superstar, I'm not the most intelligent person even in my house, and I'm doing it. And I would encourage as many of you guys to do it as possible. And that's how we do it. But to get to that, we need to keep these things up. So people who are losing faith and are losing hope can see these things on their TVs and on their mobile phones and say, good on the people at Peterhead, I'm not alone. And you guys are not alone. Okay? So, before I finish up, I overstayed my welcome in my 10-minute moan, but that was just because there was a wee bit of carry on in the back. So, before I go, does anybody at the back want to come and take the last minute of my mic to explain why they're here today? No, didn't think so. Anyway. Let's give them a round of applause for adding to the atmosphere and adding to attendance, because they've been saying bad things all week about us, and it's great more of you coming today or whatever. So well done.
By men who are not listening to a woman speaking, which is very...
You mean men? Okay, sure.
You've not had any women up here yet, apart from that woman just before you.
They don't want criticism.
Right, thank you very much, Kate. I really appreciate her doing that. And what I need to ask then is, if we agree on so much, except one sentence from that lady's mouth, why are they separate? Why are they not on this side demanding the same things? Let's do it! Right, it's about uniting, not dividing, and I think that was a good example of there's 6 degrees of separation. All the difference is that woman believes that I hate immigrants, and I've already explained it. I'm not trying to target immigrants for asylum seekers, but we need it done in a far more organised fashion. We can't have it in the border. The Scottish Government told us 6 months ago that we have a housing crisis. And then 6 months later tell us they want to bring more people in. Now, I'm not the most intelligent guy in the world. I'm quite good at adding up, and that doesn't add up today. It's a lot of answers. So let's get everybody that's got commonality fighting against that, not each other. Thank you very much, you good people of Peterhead. It's been a pleasure being here. And you guys are knocking it out of the park. You are absolutely brilliant, and the people in the United Kingdom will take strength from your actions today. Well done. Have a great day. Cheers.
Right, so you probably want to know why they were booing. Well, Craig did offer to get one of the anti-protesters to speak, and yeah, she spoke a few things that everyone didn't like. It's weird, there's a lot of commonality, but they won't really, they'll just call everyone like bigots and so on, and hopefully that plot works. Not all the time, but I'll be back in a second and see what is going on, because I think we've got John Watts, the guy from the what can I say on YouTube? The jabs from 2020, the vaccine injured. He's going to be speaking, so that'll be interesting. See how it goes.
And you won't listen to it.
Don't be scared! You put the head!
You can disagree with me as much as you like. I disagree with you about where you're targeting your hate, not about the issues. We agree with you about the issues. We know that there's not enough public services. We know that the NHS is under difficulties. We know the things that you have been talking about services to disabled people, etc. We know that.
First Minister, all these scum, paedophile bastards. Everybody knows about Keir Starmer, apart from these police. Jimmy Savile's little rent boy. He got a knighthood for looking at keeping Jimmy Savile out of fucking court. Scum. So if we get all the fishing boats, we'll maybe even have to charter a couple of the big ferries and take them all away. We'll go in, but I'm going to give him a letter, I'm going to give them all a letter within the next week, and I'm going to give them 14 days to come back with a plan to get these fuckers out of our country. This is our country, not theirs. All these thin blue line bastards here, they all work for us, but they've forgotten that. And there's mass people of us. We just need the big boys now to get up and stand up, make a march. We can take down Aberdeen Council. We can take it down. Next week I've got a plan. We've got the whole thing written. It's all ready to go down. And then we'll go and shut down the police as well, because they work for us. They're not doing their fucking job. They're fighting with us. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight at all. There shouldn't be any more fighting. These bastards took me to ARI to have me executed 2 years ago. That's what it was. They put remdesivir in me, telling me it was saline fucking solution. They're fucking scum. They shut down my kidneys. They were away to give me my midazolam and morphine. That's end of life. And they're all the child protection services. Child protection services, 220,000 children a year they put underground. Every fucking year. Not working for us. I've got Tourette's. Sorry, I identify as Tourette's. Dear fucking hell. I have to stop swearing. So that's me finished. Does anybody know who Q is? QAnon. Does anybody know who it is? No. I'm it, but I'm not Q.
Lucifer the job to be the god of this planet. Small g, small zero, small d. Sorry? Aye. Well, Tony Blair was the real one. That was where I got in touch with Margaret Thatcher, because I had a plan to take her down 20 years. Legally, I'm not going to say this now. I'm going to send the water treasure to give them 14 days to come out and take the boys out. I just and if he doesn't come back for 14 days, look, you're sucked. Because we suck you. You're not doing the job that we want you to do.
Here we go for round 3. Still kept the same amount of people, so that's a nice change. I'll stay here so the police don't go after me. So, Aberdeen Stand Up to Racism, disabled people against cuts. Oh look, that's something they agree on. Say no to Islamophobia, stand for anti-Semitism. That's hypocritical, isn't it, from you lot? So what else is happening from this lot? Well, we got that one lady who spoke out. She's not in view. There's not a lot of them, so that's interesting. But there seems to be plenty more people from the outer side, it's like the pro-UK side. So it's good to see Craig speaking for a while. And probably to see if we can get anyone to talk to.
There are risks of sexual abuse to children. Now, 840,000, nearly a million. We've got our own wrongdoings to deal with. You, as an adult, but as a 7-year-old, an 8-year-old, when children's minds are like sponges, easily influenced, why are we allowing this to be pushed in our schools? So my main point of speaking here today is to tell you all, we need to start coming together as parents, grandparents, uncles, aunties, citizens, right? And protect our children, because see, at the end of the day, we are the only ones that can do it. The schools aren't going to do it. The government's not going to do it. The authorities aren't going to do it. It is down to us as parents to do it, because thinking about 20, 30 year time, when you sat there in the old people's home and your grandchildren come up to you and say, why did you stop this madness? What are you going to answer them? Can you look them in the eye and say, I tried my best? A lot of people won't. It's time to come together and stand up for the next generation, all right? Thank you, Peterhead. Ryan.
That's it over. It was good enough to watch. There wasn't really much tension or any problems, to be fair. Peaceful protest, so no issues whatsoever. All good. Yeah. Right, so that was it. Protest was peaceful, not really much clashes or anything. All good. And that's it, to be fair. There was a few people that was trying to agitate. I don't know why there was some guy that was looked like a preacher. But all that stuff seemed to can't help the whole feast. But it's good to actually see these people's faces. I'll try a bit more to get to these protests more if the things work out. It depends a lot of time and a lot of money, so trying to do this without making this a burden, it's a bit hard. So, like to thank anyone who watched this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Bring the knives! Bring the knives! Cannon, chili pie! Houston, we've solved the problem. Chili pie now.